Hi there, Chris here. I think this is Chubb Cutaway part 4, 3? I don't know. But let's see, is that better? Ooh, I don't know. Kinda. So I've just spent, from the last time you saw this, 3 hours drilling more holes to connect all these up, so I could cut those pieces out in between to make straight lines. And I kind of screwed up here because I should have made this farther up to get rid of that hole. But if I was to have to file this hole, or however I could do it, if I filed it, it's about 700 files to remove that much. I had enough filing just getting these good. And if you see, you can kind of see maybe the edges of the holes a little bit, but I've got it about as far as I'm going to take it, I think. Things I wouldn't do next time. Well, I would make this line higher so that was not included, or that gets cut out. I used a Dremel cutoff to cut out some of this. When you do your holes, you have all these holes and all these jagged edges. I mean, it looks horrid. It's like the low point in the project. And then you have to come in and knock out little things that you can knock out. And then I used a Dremel cutoff wheel, and I started with a very small one, but it got too small. And then all I had was a new one. I wish I had a medium one, but if you just let it run away a second, you get that. You get that little nastiness, or there. And if you aren't careful and you're not watching what you're doing as you're going down, it gets, of course, it gets wider, and I had that overcut. But, you know, I'm not going to kill myself on this one. It's looking really good for the amount of effort, first effort and everything. And it still works beautifully. I don't even need to have the screws in it for it to work. So another thing I wouldn't do, I wouldn't cut out my little template on top of this thing. I'd probably do it on the back, and you gotta have a little more leeway in the back. You can have some overcuts. As you can see here, that's a big, oh no, that's a natural slot, but that's an overcut, and that's kind of a chip out. And actually you can see here where it was gonna be, but it's just too much to cut all this out, and then I'd have to adjust this. So I think I'm good with it. The little scratches, I may buff this out somehow. I may just leave it like it is. I haven't done anything about the screws yet, which screws and making them flush or inset. But like I say, it does work. 3 hours is a long time drilling, chipping, Dremel, and probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 of that. Yeah, hour and 45 minutes of filing to get these lines to appear straight. Yeah, it's a little wonky, but hey, let's not pick it to death, huh? It's a very cool cutaway. I'm actually very pleased with how it's going. And in the last video, I'll pick it, of course, and I'll clean it up on the inside, and we'll take a look at some of these construction marks. You have these little, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if, I'm thinking as they press these pieces on, this is what does it. A machine that has a point there, a point there, a point there, and a point there. That's my theory on that. Because these are pressed into these rivets. So anyway, and I think I can see everything I wanted to see, although it's hard to get light in there. I wanted to be able to see, I didn't want to cut this back too far, but I wanted to be able to see that false notch on the first one. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit. And that's a killer false notch. You get into that and you're not getting out. It's a reset. So overall, I'm very pleased, actually. I'm very tired. Now I have to clean up the whole work area, sweep up all the little shavings, sweep up all the file stuff so Slinky doesn't get into it, because the work table is also her hangout table. So there you go. Chubb Cutaway part 3 or 4. It's probably part 3, I guess. You know, just pop this because it's easy to pop. And you can see this is really a nasty false gate on number 1. And like I say, if you lift that too high, which is very easy to do, by the way, it's a reset. So ask a question, leave a comment. If you like what you're seeing, you know, subscribe. I've taken my time with this. I still feel like crap. I feel like I have a mild cold and my ear's a little bit jacked, but I have made good progress. Anyway, oh look, there's Veronica. Veronica Lake is right in, right in the shackle hole. All right, I'm a little punchy. We will see you next time.